Divine day, divine one, and welcome to your Libra energy reading. I'm here to pull some cards. So if you're a Libra zodiac or have another Libra position in your birth chart, this is your reading. If you're cross-watching about a Libra, this is your reading. And a special shout out to all of you who love to watch all the readings that I do here. Thank you all for the growth on our channel, where we channel the messages together for our highest, lightest, and brightest good. So let's see what we have coming out in the Libra energy reading. Before I got started, the preparation I did was to pull a tarot spread for you from my custom-made tarot spread deck. And the spread that came out for you is a Money Matters spread. It only has 3 positions, so I see us layering it. So we'll use several different decks. I haven't decided on any of them except for this deck was like calling to me. It wanted to come out during your reading very strongly. So we're going to start with it. So in your Money Matters reading, the first position is the influencing factor. Influencing factor is abundance, and it came out with peace. I love it. So what's influencing your money right now is an abundance of peace. You've been maintaining your peace. You've been allowing yourself to rest. You've been allowing yourself to feel the abundance within. And so you see the abundance externally as well. Well, there's a money opportunity coming up for you. So let's see, what is the money opportunity? Clarity is your money opportunity. You're going to see clearly a situation. They want the one off the top. And it says expanded awareness. Look at that. I love it. So your money opportunity comes through expanding your awareness and getting clarity about your situation and about how you're actually doing this wealth work. That's what they called it, wealth work. Okay. Let's see, what is your rich response to the money opportunity? Okay, and you have coaxinite with new beginnings. Lovely. One more off the top, and trust. Whoo, they say you're in a new place, but you gotta trust that this is what it is. Mother Earth is giving me the energy of you being grounded. You've, like I said, you allow yourself to rest. You allow yourself to be in peace. You connected with nature. You connected with your nature, I heard. And so as a result, you are at a new beginning financially. Trust in this new beginning financially. Have clarity and expanded awareness. They're saying, remember when this was just a thought. That's what I heard. Remember when this was just a thought. Along with your new beginning financially that you have, I see, because pray night is where the trust comes in. I also see that there's a measure of healing that's done in your interpersonal relationships as well in this. All right, let's get into the tarot. This is the tarot deck that we're using today for your spread. So let's see, what are the most important messages for Libra at this time? Most important messages for Libra. Okay, the influencing factor. This one flipped over. This is the Knight of Wands energy. This is telling me you go get it. You feel the gotta take a dump urge and you go for it. Okay, for a lot of you, that gotta take a dump urge took you straight to your bed, took you straight to a meditation, took you straight to some journaling, took you straight to some quiet place. I saw somebody who's sitting in the woods. That's what I heard, the woods, sitting on a tree stump, or it's not necessarily a tree stump though. I see big trees where the roots come out, and there's this part where it's comfortable to sit on. The roots come out of the ground. They're so big, these trees. Wow, what kind of trees are those that you're sitting in? They, in my head, because of what I've seen, they remind me of the giant sequoia trees we have in the state of California. So I see you following that gotta take a dump urge, being brave and courageous. Because I heard this place financially that you're in, you had never been there before. And it took a lot of breath and courage in order to give yourself peace, even though things were as chaotic as they were, because they were for a while. So we have the Three of Wands, teamwork, coming out in the money opportunity. So expanded awareness and clarity. So I heard you've been asking, who can I work with? Who can I be of service to? Who can partner up with me? How was your question coming out? Because that's what I'm seeing coming through here. And I see that you're going to become aware of who is a great person to work together with in whatever capacity you are. And I also see, again, that being of service is huge. So expanded awareness of the more people you're in service to as you acquire your material gains and your financial gains, the more need there is for what you're offering, because it's a calling and a desire in the hearts of so many, and you satisfy that. And so you do a work and a service to earth and the universe by being the answer to their prayers. And so you got real clarity about how you could be of service. See a need, feel a need. Okay, from the movie Robots. Somebody had watched that recently. Right on. But you know how to put things together, and there's a lot of acknowledgement. Thank you. That's the word we were fishing for. Acknowledgement about how you put it together in order to be a positive influence, not just for yourself, but for those around you. In your rich response, we have the Four of Cups. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So in your rich response to the opportunity, there's this, whether they accept the opportunity with you or not, it doesn't affect you emotionally. And that's what was affecting you before. So you had something of service. And at one point in time, it used to really be a strong emotional effect on you, how you felt for your day when they didn't accept what you were offering, because what you offer is of true value. But if they didn't appreciate it, if they couldn't see it, if they didn't accept the opportunity you were offering, you allowed that previously to really upset you. And so now you're like, either way, it doesn't matter. I'm offering what I'm offering. If they're not smart enough to accept it, that's not my problem. And you're not allowing it to affect you emotionally. And that is a very rich response, because if this person or these people or those people or whoever they were don't accept the opportunity you're offering, you know that there's plenty more where that came from, is what I heard. You know that there's plenty more where that came from. Okay, so with all that, let's see from my handmade oracle deck selections what else we can add to your reading in this Libra energy. So the influencing factor, what shot can I shoot today? That's perfectly combining with that Knight of Wands energy there, because the Knight of Wands is the one that's going to take that shot. So the influencing factors, you've been asking, what opportunity do I have today? What else is possible here that I didn't realize? What else is possible here that I could have, attain, do right now if I just knew? And so you took the shot. Okay, you've been taking the shots. Let me see the money opportunity. Okay, money opportunity is in Sagittarius. Interesting. Because it's a zodiac sign, we're going to pull one more on top of it, and it's fear. Ooh, your money opportunity. Interesting the way this is coming out. So Sagittarius is a very expansive planet. It's a planet of Jupiter, right? This is telling me that in your money opportunity, this is going to, it's like you're totally going to have to take a risk, because it's an expansive opportunity. Plus we have the expanded awareness there. It's an expansive opportunity to work with someone, to be of service and work together. It's going to trigger that solar plexus chakra, because it could cause what you will identify as fear. A lot of time fear is misconstrued, because fear radiates in the same energy position in the body as nerves as that I've never done this before feeling. And so most of us by nature mistranslate it because nobody taught us that, hey, that's just your nerves. It's not always fear. So one way to differentiate, is it fear or is it just nervousness because you're doing some things you never did, is to ask yourself, is this actually dangerous to me physically, mentally, emotionally, or is this gonna cause me to break barriers and limitations and do things that I've never done because I was afraid, even though there's nothing to be afraid of? Okay. The rich response to the opportunity. What do we have? Libra energy. Had a great day. So I get that, you're going to take this opportunity. It may cause you to be nervous and all that stuff, but I just see like you're going to take the opportunity and shoot your shot anyways. That's what I see. Zeal. You're excited. So I see that you're starting to be able to identify like that excitement that radiates down there. It's not always fear. Sometimes it is excitement. And I see that you're understanding that in a way that you hadn't before. Allow yourself to do more, become more, see more, have more. I love it. We're going to use a purposeful career, since it's got money all over it, to go ahead and get another layer onto your reading. Yeah, Libra, a lot of people stay stagnant because they're afraid of taking risks. They're afraid of what they hadn't done before. They're afraid of trying new things. And this energy is showing me that you're not. And anywhere where that fear comes up, I feel like you grow beyond it. You expand beyond it anyways. You're not allowing the nervousness to stop you. You're not allowing yourself to be limited by what you thought was possible for you. You're going for more. You came here to have it all, baby. You came here to attain things that you never thought were possible. Look at the influencing factor. Feast, baby. Is feast or feast in your world? Yeah. You're celebrating your hard work, all your wins, no matter what size somebody might call them. And because you're celebrating at this level, you're attracting increased wealth, increased financial freedom, increased financial flow. I love this energy for you. Let me see. In the money opportunity, show me the money opportunity. Nature. Look at that. Didn't I tell you it was sitting on the stump of a tree? I'm so glad I said what I see, because and again, it wasn't necessarily stump, but it was a big old tree like this, and the roots is doing just like I said. Like there's a spot right here. It's gonna be hard to make out on camera, but there's a spot right here that looks just like what I said. Someplace you can go sit down, connect with nature. So your opportunity is, as you expand your awareness and be in peace and connect with nature, you're actually honoring the part of you that is secure. And it's in that security that you're attracting all this financial prosperity and abundance from. I love it. Your rich response is marketing. You're going to talk about what you have to offer. Some of you will hire somebody to do promotions, but you're good at doing your promotions. You'll use different strategies, but the biggest one is you'll talk about what you do. You'll offer your service to people. You'll let them know that it might not be for them. It might be for somebody they know, but this is what I have to offer. And you know what? People are going to love that. You show them attitude of entrepreneurship that's genuine. You show them how to go get it. And that's something that people really love. They love to see people who really believe in themselves, who have conviction about what they have to offer and what they do. And that's what you're bringing to the table. This is working beautifully for you. At the bottom of the deck, you have balance. Yeah. Again, you gave attention to your personal need. That's a very wealthy lifestyle. When you can allow yourself to rest, to meditate, to connect with nature, to do the things that soothe your soul, the things that feel like they honor who and what you are. It's a very wealthy lifestyle. So you're not just looking at the money of it. You're looking at how you feel, and because you're doing the things that honor your personal needs, and you're in this place of peace, and you're in this place of personal abundance, and you're connected to nature, and you're well rested, and you're not looking at who's against you and how hard you got to fight. You're in a flow that allows everything to come together, allows things to come together in your best interest. It allows you to be highly attractive. No, this isn't the deck I want. Is this the deck I want? Hold on. I'm looking for what deck I want. Yeah, look at this one. The peace that you have, like, is a very wealthy thing. And as you learn to identify more forms of wealth than just money, and really lavish yourself in them, really sit in the opulence that you have available to you in this life, what you're finding is that the money just shows up because you're not stressed, you're not worried about anything, which means you're not pushing it away, you're not in a resistant state. Everybody's financial woes and worries is because they're in a resistant state. You're not. You're in an abundant state. And even while I'm, I love it, even while I'm doing your reading, I just want to tell you, it's not often while I'm doing a reading that, client contacts me. And I'm in the middle of booking an appointment right now. Perfect. And not only is it a client, but this is one of all my clients are high end, loyal clientele, but this is on the higher end loyal clientele. That didn't just happen on accident. That happened on purpose during your reading. What am I doing? I'm honoring my soul's need to be of service and to receive these channeled messages because they honor me and that divine part of me, and they feed me, and then they also provide a service to all of you who are in tune with them. You see how this works? She's gonna send money to my phone right now. I wish that my ringer was set on. Actually, I'm gonna put it on in case it do the little cha-ching, so you can hear that. But fact of the matter is, when you do what you need to do for you, and you're in peace, and I'm in great peace right now, and I have been all day long. When you allow yourself to have the rest, yeah, all of that. Oh, and on top of it, she just texted me back, says she's doing a new set. That means higher end service today. You hear what I'm saying to you? And so, you're attracting, baby. Be at peace. Honor your spiritual need. Honor what you need for you, because you attract. There's no mistake that this happened while I'm sitting next to you for every good reason on earth and in the heavens, baby. Just like I attract from my place of peace and honoring my spirituality, so do you. In your influencing factor, the focus catalyst. Embrace the challenges that propel you forward. This is an influencing factor because remember, you're being challenged to expand beyond where you've ever been. You're in this new beginning financially, and you're being pushed to expand. In other words, when I say expand beyond where you've ever been, baby, this is challenging you to attract more money than you've ever had in your account and utilize more money than you've ever utilized. Some people complain about paying more taxes, baby. You're being challenged to get excited about having to pay more taxes, because you know what? If you in a higher tax bracket, that means you'd have made more money. You see what I'm saying? So you got to let go of that broke mentality. You got to get excited about paying those bills, because that means you have things and you got the money to pay it. In your money opportunity, it says chance probability, and it's dice, and it is telling you rolling the dice in life. I'm seeing rolling the taking the risk. There you go, taking the risk, taking the chance, doing what need to be done to get there, baby. You're gonna take a risk. And I love that this came out, because this is reminding me of something that I've been saying for a long time. It's been a while since I said it, but I bet on myself to win, and so I win. You got to bet on yourself. Don't be the one that throws money down, but then betting against yourself. You know what I mind? You got to take the risk, but bet on yourself to win. In your mind, you got to know, I win, I always win. That's right. Let's see your rich response to this money opportunity, baby. Rich response to this money opportunity. Apology card, reconciliation. You know what? This is not about the words. This is about the image. These two girls, first off, I like these two girls. They pretty. They're pretty. But the fact is, this is coming through as both sides of yourself being in harmony with yourself, coming together to kiss, baby. In other words, this is about you making peace with yourself. And because you're not against yourself, one of you, one half of you is not mad dogging and cutting down, talking crap about the other half of you. You are in harmony with yourself. You're going to let yourself be wealthier than you've ever been. Utilize that money in powerful ways that fills your life purpose and your soul with satisfaction. And then attract some more to do it all over again. Oh, I had the ringer on and you didn't hear it, but baby, I just got paid. Well, I was sitting here for work I ain't even done yet. That's what's in your energy, Libra. And this is what I have for you at this time. I'm so thankful and grateful. Before we get out of here, let's see what's at the bottom. Fantasy, reality. I love that is here because this is using your imagination to materialize into your physical reality, baby. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. Yeah, that part. All right. With all that being said and done, I absolutely love you, baby. And sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.